We're about ready to look at a really nice property in a really great area of Kansas City, one that came across my desk. In this video, we're gonna explain how we found it, and we're gonna show you how to tell if you're dealing with a professional realtor. So out of the gate, let us know if the guy who's coming here is professional. Now he's gonna look like he's trying to save somebody right now. Are we good, Joe?
We're good.
So I'm asking on camera if, is this what realtors are wearing these days?
Hey, when you work on the lake, and that's what you were doing when you called.
Can you do your TikTok dance?
I'd be interested to have you help us understand $1 million property in the subdivision compared to a 530, because that's what the comps range from.
So what caught my eye on this property, and Joe is salivating over the money potential right now, right?
Whatever.
You saw this.
I don't count anything until it's closed.
Okay, yeah, that's good. You like the way this house looks? This is different than what I'm normally looking at?
Yeah.
All right, what we're gonna go look for and see, like this is a $500,000 house. This would be a flip. And the reason that I like this area is because everybody wants to be in here. This house is owned by, this is called Grandma's house, like 37 years old, same person, immaculately cared for. So we see what our big issue is here, which this is gonna turn off every buyer. Small kitchen. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess the question to ask you, if you're at home watching or if you're on your phone, is, are these coming back in style? Because sometimes you hit a trend and a trend comes back. So are blue cabinets or blue countertops coming back in style?
I've seen blue cabinets a lot more than the countertop.
All right, so those are in style. This wall could be blown out easily, but then you're still not open. So we'd lose these cabinets. I think that it's all right to just blow this thing all the way open. We got a little bit of slope in the floor. Joe, can you give us the specs? 4-bedroom,
Yeah,
4 bath,
2 full bath, 2 half bath.
24.
2,500 square feet.
Okay.
Built in 1916.
So one thing we're always gonna look at, this carpet is actually coming back into style. So half bath here. This is one of those things where you look at the house and you're like, floor plan is what it is, and you can't really turn this into any more than what it is. Like, you could not put a shower in here. You're gonna have a lot of people come through here and be like, oh, I can't do this. So I think this is good for somebody who wants to flip it. Can't do nothing there. Wait, does that back to that closet right there?
Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
There's not much space though, and enough to do a shower. So this is where you're gonna make your money. Some money can be made here. They've got a door right here, I'm guessing. This is probably something that you'd wanna just keep. This is a cosmetic fixer. Like, you do not wanna go too far. This is your master though, huh? It's kind of cool little area. Wow, steel studs. Or steel beams back in the day. Joe, what would you do here? Give us your expert opinion.
All new flooring, all new, take off all the wallpaper, update the kitchen and bathrooms.
Is that what you'd do?
That's what I'd do.
What do you think it's worth after you do that?
Oh man, put me on the spot. $750.
That's a good guess. This looks like an updated bathroom. Like, this is probably their latest remodel. God, look at how clean this is. Look like anybody ever showered in here. What else you got?
A lot of the new mechanicals are newer. And by flooring, I meant like anywhere where it had wood underneath the carpet, and I would just refinish it.
Do we have hardwoods under here? Let's take a look.
Negative.
No, that's subfloor.
Well, couldn't we look right over here and get more of a definitive answer? So this is what we're dealing with right here. So probably carpet would be best up here. This would be like a master, right? Or is this where you put like 2 kids' room and then you blow out a room, Joe?
Yeah, I think the master is on this middle level.
All right, so could you bring this wall out right here, and you still have enough space? You could bring that wall out. That would kind of be kind of weird. Or
wall that off and turn that into the second floor bathroom, and then turn this into the master bath and master suite, and then wall this door off.
yeah, but you still don't have a tub. You're gonna bring your baby upstairs? Is your wife gonna want to do that, Danny?
Probably not.
Probably not. Danny, let's go down here. This is our laundry chute. These are brand new units right here. It's a brand new unit, so they wouldn't change this out. Why would somebody want to do this in a house like this? So do we know why we need an expansion tank?
Well, it's code after a certain year. I'm not 100%
But why is it
sure.
code?
But
What is the...
It's for safety reasons, for overflow.
So what's this gonna do?
I think it prevents too much expansion, so it has a place for the pressure to be released.
Yeah, I'd be curious to what anybody,
We should probably Google it.
no, what anybody in the social media space thinks of what the hell you need an expansion tank for. Because it sounds like a bunch of BS. Like, what the hell does this do? Just seems like, oh yeah, it needs to be on there. Expansion tank. I mean, what's it gonna expand to?
I mean, but also that's what the TPD valve is, the pressure relief valve.
Ooh, throwing out some big
Yeah.
jargon.
Uses check valves, backflow prevention devices, pressure reducing valves, or other devices on the supply line to prevent water from being sucked back into the municipal water supply.
So that makes a lot of sense. This is all to protect the city. That's why they're requiring it by code. Joe, this was actually not even a call for me to like do anything. This was like an accountability call because you said you wanted to do your first flip.
Is it this one?
It's this one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is just an accountability. Joe's one of my students. He hasn't pulled the trigger on a flip yet, so.
I didn't think a $500,000 one would be the first
Hey
one.
man, how do you teach your kids how to swim?
You get them in the water.
Yeah, you're in, brother.
That Blue Springs one I've been talking to you about, maybe.
All right, so you're out on this one?
No, I mean.
All right, so let's go through this one in detail. Like, okay. So we have one thing that's cool here is we could potentially finish this basement off. We got to be 7 foot tall to finish a basement. We're 7 foot all day. So we lack some issues in some areas. So we could potentially pick up this much living space. We don't need to go all the way that way. We could make that a laundry room and finish that off and then box this into its own little area. We could then carpet these stairs. We could pick up additional living square footage here, but we'd also be oversized for the neighborhood, right? Because this would put us in like the 3,000 foot range. We're already at, or maybe at 3,200 square foot range. We're already huge, but we do have a super clean basement. I'm just noticing how tall these freaking ceilings are. We definitely do a couple things in here. One, paint the crap out of this. This was dry locked at some point in time. Now it appears to be failing. We do have a garage here. Let's go take a look at that. Pretty good shape, man, this house is. Look, it's even got a drain. Good sized garage. Looks like it's sloping just a little bit. Looks like the decking was replaced. You got a slight tilt. This wall's pulling a little bit to the left side right here. That one's pulling a little bit to the right. So it looks like this thing was like leaning at one point in time. Does that even pull any weight for this property? Probably not. It does have electrical. So let's just look real quick what's for sale in the neighborhood. 879, 187,000, 640. Yeah, like how do you figure it out, man? In an area like this, it's about upgrades. We know that this house is being sold for $500,000 because it's in pristine condition, but it is dated. What does updating it equal? And how much does it cost to update it? Do we change anything or do we just go in there and do a cosmetic upgrade only? And how much money does that make us? Because that's the least risk with doing the least amount of anything. How much does that make us? Does that property then sell for $750,000 for spending 40 grand or 50 grand to get this property in good shape? That, my friends, is what we have to figure out. Here's the analysis of this deal. Number one, you can't change a damn thing in that property. In fact, if you change anything besides the kitchen, you're gonna have huge expenses and it's not gonna lead you into anything. You go in there with a basic budget and you put everything back together. You paint it, new fixtures, same hardwood floors, dress up that area upstairs, top level, and find out what can this thing sell for. Can it sell for $800,000? Because I think that you're looking at like a $40,000 renovation top end. You gotta paint the house, exterior looks in perfect shape.
Yeah.
What else you gotta do? Paint it, paint the basement, paint the inside, paint the outside, update the kitchen. I mean, how do you spend more than 40 grand on that? So now it becomes, what is that worth? Because how many buyers in this market want to be in this neighborhood so bad where they're just going to buy this as it is? What we need to find out is, did they have a full price offer accepted? And I think we bang them at $450 cash. What does cash mean, Joe?
It means that
Subject to?
subject to your account at closing.
Cash is the way we present offers. Can you make an amendment during closing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'd want to present cash, was what we always try to do. To let them know that we're serious. We could show cash. And then with our inspection period, could we change that to a hard money closing deal?
Yeah, you could.
Have we done that before?
We have, yeah.
Question is, do we buy this property? Yes or no? What do you think? Should we buy it?
Yeah.
100%?
For sure.
Right. All right, we'll check you later. Peace.